S26 Ultra is getting better and things are looking good, and this time we got a news about the design of S26 Ultra. But if you're a first S25 Ultra, Samsung discounts are on which you can avail from a product listed in this video. Samsung is after thinner phones. They first tested the market with the Galaxy S25 Edge, and initially the response was not that impressive. Then Samsung gave us one of the thinnest foldable phone as Z Fold 7, which is a part of the game. Now, according to the source, the S26 series could become slimmer like the Galaxy S25 Edge. The lineup is expected to include S26, S26 Edge, and S26 Ultra. Although it won't be reduced as extremely as the S25, it will still become somewhat slimmer, improving the grip. In addition, Samsung is considering whether the Plus model should evolve into a Pro lineup or continue as a Plus version. This information is opposite what we get before. Samsung is launching 3 devices, S26 Pro, S26 Edge, and S26 Ultra. But he mentioned S26 base model will be there, which we should notice, and second he mentioned Plus into a Pro model, which is again a different information all along because S26 Pro model battery is already out and it is 4300 mAh, much smaller compared to the S25 Plus, which means Pro is not a chance here. 3 models are coming. He further added, a prototype device was seen that appears to match the S26 Edge's 4.2mm thickness, which is about the same as the unfolded Z Fold 7. This information is somewhat different compared to what I shared earlier, 5.5mm thickness compared to the 5.8mm on S25 Edge. So 4.2mm is way too off and not coming by any chance. If you are for S25 Ultra, Samsung discounts are on which you can avail from product listed in this video. The performance numbers arrived for the S26 Edge and things are looking amazing. The scores are quite impressive, or I should say top of the line. 3,393 single-core score and 11,515 multi-core scores. This is quite impressive, and if we get the overclocked version, then it will be even better than the S25 Edge's performance. Still a great number. Now, if we pair with another big feature of S26 Ultra, it would be amazing. Now, Samsung is always ahead with the S lineup, and initially, we know Samsung is going with the Snapdragon 8 Elite 2nd generation with the S26 Ultra, and maybe Exynos return on other models. Now, we got an exclusive information about the RAM option. According to iShare Universe, Samsung will going to feature a LPDDR5X RAM with a 10.7 gigabit per second speed. Sounds familiar? Well, LPDDR5X is the same used in the S25 Ultra, but let me break things down for you. Samsung get the RAM from Micron, and S26 Ultra will going to feature a newer version of LPDDR5X. According to Micron, this is the fastest RAM in the industry, and while if we compare S26 Ultra and S25 Ultra RAM, there is still a difference. S25 Ultra feature a 9.6 gigabit per second speed compared to 10.7 gigabit per second for S26 Ultra. And S26 Ultra RAM is 20% more power efficient compared to S25 Ultra. Even this RAM size is smaller compared to the S25 Ultra. So overall, it's faster, power efficient, and even smaller in size compared to the S25 Ultra RAM. A real update, not just a gimmick. Although in a real-world usage, you would barely notice a difference. Now, some of you guys might be thinking about increasing the RAM option. Yes, I believe Samsung will going to add 16 gigs of RAM option in S26 Ultra. The foldable has it this year, so S26 Ultra will surely get the 16 gigs of RAM option next year. And pairing up with the updated speed would be a really good update. A difference yet not noticeable in real life. On this note, if you're still here, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you next time. Till then, peace out.